Today I'm going to take you through a 30-minute dumbbell strength workout using moderate to light dumbbells. You only need one pair. I'll be using 8 kilos per dumbbell. That's about 18 pounds each, but you need to use whatever's right for you. You'll need to be able to skull crusher them for about 15 reps if that helps you choose a weight. We're going to be focusing mostly on the upper body, but we'll mix a little bit of legs and core in there as well. We're going to kick it off with a brief warm-up consisting of 4 movements, body weight only, 40 seconds each for 1 round. Let's circle the arms 20 seconds forwards and 20 seconds backwards. Get the muscles warmed up, get some fluid in the joints. And changing direction. Next we'll be doing some Spider-Man lunges. So you'll be in a press-up position on the mat. Take your left foot, step on the outside of the left hand, turn and reach. Take your right foot, step on the outside of the right hand, turn and reach. Try and straighten up through that back leg. To make it a bit easier, just step the foot a little bit wider. Next we're doing some wrist clocks, so if you kneel down, we're going to be walking the hands out, a little bit of side to side movement, keep walking them around like you're going around a clock face, leaning into that stretch and then coming back around. Leaning forwards into it. Once you run out of range of motion, come back again the other way. Leaning into the stretch at the 12 o'clock at the sides. Okay, into a high plank position, then transition into that downward dog stretch, tailbone high. Drop the hips, engage the glutes into that upward dog stretch, and then back through into the downward dog. Slight bend in the knees, fine. Transition to that upward dog, hovering hips, engage glutes, stretching out the abs. One more time through into that downward dog and dropping the hips. Okay, let's get into the workout. We've got section 1, there's 2 main sections of this workout. We're gonna do some push-ups to start with. Now you can do them your hands flat on the floor. You can do them elevated on the dumbbells. I actually like to do them on dumbbells. If you can't do a push-up, feel free to do negative only or kneeling. We're going to do 40 seconds of continuous reps. Let's go. So in this first section, we're going to do 4 exercises, doing 40 seconds on, 20 seconds off for 3 rounds in total. Keep the core nice and tight for these push-ups, lowering the chest and hips down together, up together. Let's try and tuck those elbows in towards the sides. From a bird's eye view down, your torso out to the elbows should make more of an arrow shape, not a T shape. You'll keep a healthier shoulder position. Okay, you'll be lying face down on the mat now, working the upper back posture muscles with a prone Y raise. I want you to keep your chest and head down on the floor. Make a Y shape with your body. Lift your hands as high as you can and pause at the top for a moment, repeating for reps. Okay, lying on your back now, taking the dumbbells. I'm going to do some skull crushers, also known as a lying dumbbell tricep extension. I want you to fix the upper part of your arm stationary, hinge at the elbow. Bring the dumbbells down to either touch the tops of your shoulders, almost skimming the ears. Point those elbows up towards the ceiling. Make sure the elbows are not flaring out to the sides. Keep it nice and strict. Moving just from the elbow joint. Try not to gather momentum with the armpit joint. Get that full stretch. Ideally making contact with the dumbbell on the top of the shoulders or gently on the floor. Okay, on your feet, I'm going to go for some dumbbell lateral raises, hitting the mid delts, the middle shoulder. Slight unlock of the elbows, but pretty much straight arms. Draw out until your arms are parallel to the floor, low of control. I like the dumbbells to be about 5% forwards. So from the side, they're almost completely lateral, but they're just a touch out front. Slight unlock of the elbows, making sure my thumbs don't finish higher than my little fingers. I want them about the same height level to stop you taking over with your front delt. I keep this in those mid shoulders. All right, we're gonna take a rest interval. This is a strength workout. So you need to have rest times to be able to keep doing fresh quality sets, especially because we're gonna do the push-ups again. So we need your shoulders nice and fresh. You've got three options. You've got full push-ups. You've got the negative, that means the lowering phase of the push-up only, resetting your position each time. Kneeling, or I guess you've got a fourth option if you wanna do them on the dumbbells. The advantage of doing them on the dumbbells is you can keep straighter wrist alignment, and you can also get a deeper stretch. You can come lower down because you've elevated yourself up. Engage the glutes, slight pelvic tilt, tucking the tailbone under a bit, drawing the belly button in. Maybe you can do a few full push-ups, and then you want to move to doing the negative controlled lowering phase only, just resetting your position each time off the knees. If you really can't do it, then feel free to just shorten the pivot angle by doing them off your knees. Working the other side of the body now with these prone Y raises. Try and keep locked out elbows. Avoid using your lower back. So keep your chest down. Lift the hands as high as you can. Flipping over onto your back, getting the dumbbells ready for those skull crushers, keeping it nice and neat, minimizing the movement of your upper arm between your shoulder and your elbow. Getting a full stretch, bringing the dumbbells in contact with the top of your shoulders. Onto your feet for those lateral raises. Lateral raises look really simple, but they are quite hard to get right. Putting that slight unlock of the elbows, drawing out parallel to the floor, avoiding any momentum of the body, lowering with control, and making sure that you're not turning your thumbs up. If it helps, you can imagine you're pouring a jug forwards. That'll keep the focus on the mid, maybe even a touch of the rear delt. Take another break. There's 2 rounds done. Got 1 more to go with those exercises, and then we'll be giving you 4 new movements. In the second section, I'm actually going to use the same dumbbells. So remember, if you can do, let's say 2 or 3 press-ups, go for the full ones and then just finish the set off for the 40 seconds with the negative only or the kneeling variation. It's worth putting a few full ones in if you can. Onto your front, working those posture muscles of the upper back, the mid to lower traps and the rear delts with these prone Y raises. Locked elbows, chest stays down, minimize the engagement of the lower back. Onto the skull crushers now. Onto your feet for the lateral raises. So after this set, we're going to have a 60-second break just to make sure your shoulders freshen up, ready for section 2. Gives you a chance to grab a bit of water as well. This workout is part of my hybrid series, which mixes strength workouts with high intensity workouts. Obviously this is a strength one, so not a high heart rate, but definitely working the muscles well. Take a break, we're using the same dumbbells in the next section. If you're loving this workout, my TPT Virtual Studio has even more, including longer follow-along workouts, full structured series, and a huge library of exclusive videos you won't find on YouTube. Whether you're just starting out or looking to take your strength and physique to the next level, the Virtual Studio gives you more choice, expert guidance, and a clear action plan, so you always know what to do next. If you're ready to keep progressing with more variety, structure, and longer sessions, follow the link in the description of this video after your workout. So we're going to start off doing a Romanian deadlift into a 3-rep burst overhand reverse fly. So you're going to hinge, and then you're going to do a reverse fly for 3 reps, coming up to the top and repeating. So hinge, pause, do your 3 reverse fly reps, briefly back up to the top, and then straight back in for another 3 reps. You have a bit of a bend to the elbows, but trying to fly the weights out wide rather than pulling them up into a row. The more you bend your elbows, the easier it will get. So try and stay as wide as possible. Always finish your 3-rep burst off, even if the timer goes. All right, onto the mat now. Let's get the abs involved. We're going to be staying up with a reaching crunch position with the upper body. But while we're locking that reaching crunch in, we're going to be doing some leg raises between the dumbbells. Lowering down as far as you can get without your lower back arching off the mat. That will be a different depth for everyone, so don't worry if you feel like you're only going halfway down before you arch. Just stop there for now, and as you get stronger with practice, you'll be able to lower the legs down further without that overarch. Stay up in that reaching crunch position the whole time. Tailbone can roll off slightly at the top. You don't need to pop the hips up, just roll it off. Okay, next, we're going to hit the front delt, the front shoulder, but also the long head of the bicep with some alternating supinated front raise. So turn your palms forwards. That's a supinated position. You can come up, maybe slightly across your body, alternating sides. If you can, keep pretty much a straight elbow. If you're finding it uncomfortable on the elbows, you can unlock them. On the whole, we're trying to keep a pretty straight arm position. Your bicep doesn't just hinge at the elbow, it actually crosses the shoulder joint. So when you supinate like this, you will actually find that you get quite a lot of bicep tension as well. Gymnasts have great biceps and they mostly do straight arm bicep exercises. Okay, sticking with the dumbbells, going for a little leg exercise, but doing a lateral movement. This will be working your leg muscles, but it's also improving your mobility. And hold the dumbbells between the legs. We're going to go side to side, feeling a good stretch down the inside of the straight leg. Hinging just naturally forward slightly, not leaning too far. And with that bent knee, make sure it's not in the center here. Try and push it out nice and wide. That'll keep healthier knee alignment. You'll probably find that you loosen and warm up into these by the third round. I'm feeling pretty tight on this first one. I'm sure we'll get deeper as the rounds go on. Okay, take your first break in the second section. There's all the exercises. We've got 2 more rounds. We'll be starting back with those RDL to 3 rep burst, double overhand reverse fly, minimizing the amount of bend in the elbows, but if you are struggling, you can bend them a little bit more. We're doing the RDL into the reverse fly to save your lower back from getting overly tired hovering in that bent over position. If you'd prefer to do it prone on a bench the whole time, you can. Hinge, 3 rep, reverse fly. Coming back to the top. If you find that you've got pretty light weights, you don't need to come back up to the top every 3 reps. Again, you could stay down in that bent over row position and just do continuous reverse fly reps. It's up to you. I personally like to give that lower back a brief rest. It means I can use a slightly heavier dumbbell for the rest of the exercises. Let's finish off your 3 rep burst, even if it eats into that 20-second time off. And now back to the floor for those reaching leg raises. We're going to lock up that reaching crunch position with your head and upper back slightly off the floor. Bringing the legs slightly between the dumbbells, a little bit of a hip roll off the mat, lowering as far as I can get without an overarch of the lower back. If you need to, you can bend the legs a little bit more. And don't worry if you can't go all the way down, just stop when you feel like you're gonna arch. Okay, we're gonna hit that bicep and the front of the shoulder with these alternating supinated front raises. I prefer a slight cross-body angle. In order to not lean back, I do a little quarter squat, bending the knees, bracing my core, giving me a more stable position, avoiding that temptation to lean back. Control the lowering phase of the rep. Go into those lateral lunges, using the dumbbells to help pull us into a slightly deeper stretch. We want feet turned out a little bit, but symmetrical. Already feeling these are a little bit easier. Managing to get lower down just after 1 set. It's good to throw some lateral movements into your training. A lot of exercises don't go side to side. It gives a good stretch to the adductors. All right, we're going into that 3rd and final round. This workout's part of that hybrid series that I've got, mixing those strength and high intensity cardio workouts, as I said before. And I've got a free program guide you can download if you haven't already got it, which you'll find in the description of this video. It's got a calendar schedule and some extra lifestyle tips to get the most out of your training. Let's get ready for that reverse fly I'm going to do the RDL to 3 rep bursts. Feel free to stay down and just do continuous reverse fly reps if you'd prefer. Or if you've got a bench, you could just do them prone on the bench. Doing these 3 rep bursts just allows me to use a weight that is going to be more suitable for the other exercises. If I was just doing a continuous reverse fly, I'd probably go a little bit lighter. Reaching leg raises. To your feet for that supinated front raise. Working on some of that straight arm bicep training, which could be the secret to those big biceps that gymnasts have. Finishing up the workout with these lateral lunges. Hopefully you'll be able to get a little bit further into the stretch now that we're warmed up. And that's it, that's the workout complete. Thanks so much for joining me. Let me know, how did you find it and where in the world are you following along from? But don't go anywhere. If you're ready to finish, I'll link a cool down stretch up on the screen. And if you've still got a little bit left in the tank, I'll link another workout for you to try so you can keep going. If you're joining me on the hybrid series, I'll see you for the next day.